a year in the month of Bhadra, very auspicious month of Bhadra. And usually we have this festival. This is the fourth time we celebrate this festival. But usually this festival, the other 3 times, it didn't fall on a Sunday. So we didn't have so many guests for the other times. But still, most of the festivals, when we celebrated, we distributed like 7 to 10 Bhagavatam sets. So on this special day, there is a verse in the Bhagavatam that says that if you, on this very auspicious full moon day, if you take the Srimad Bhagavatam and you put it on a golden throne, oh, careful, fire. You put it on a golden throne and you worship it, like we were just worshiping now. We were singing, we were worshiping. And then you give it to somebody. Out of your own free, you put it on a golden throne, then you worship it, and then you give it to somebody. Then for you, the benefit that you get by doing this act of transcendental charity, your benefit is that you go to the highest transcendental destination after leaving this body. So it's just a one-time act which can give you the highest transcendental benefit. So this verse is there. It's on this big poster. I think it's 12, 13, 14. I cannot see it from here, but it's there in the Bhagavatam itself, praising the Bhagavatam, and also encouraging everybody. If somebody has read through the Bhagavatam and have come to the 12 cantos and read this verse, then that person can be very inspired because they have already, you almost finished, so now you can give it to somebody else. So this is the benefit. It's mentioned in the Bhagavatam. So this day is a very auspicious day, and we have been, since 6-7 weeks, we have been collecting people, because we need 2 kind of people. We need people who would like to have a Bhagavatam set, and we also need people who want to give a Bhagavatam set. So this we have a list now. It's complete. Of course, if somebody is like completely spontaneous today, we will have some room for spontaneity also. So today I would like to read one verse from the Bhagavatam. Somehow I didn't bring my glasses, but maybe it works anyway. You never know. You never know. No, worse. Kann ich nicht sagen. Ich weiß nur, dass... Ja, passt. Danke, Ramgopal. Sehr schön. Also wir are in the Bhagavatam. It's called Krishna, the source of all incarnations. And this is the first canto, chapter 3. And the book that I have here is actually a very special book, because when Srila Prabhupada came to America, he had the translation of the first canto, the first 3 parts of the first canto. Whole first canto was printed in 3 parts. So this book I don't have here. I have it at home. It's very nice. You can have the original one you can get. But this one, this is the first edition which was printed in America by the devotees. First times they made a reprint of the Bhagavatam. So this is a copy printed by the BBT, which had just been formed. It's 1972, I think. I have to have a look here. Yes. So here we have, first edition, all rights reserved, 1972. So Prabhupada, he had not only translated the books from Sanskrit into English, but he had also gotten on a huge endeavor for printing books, for making a large-scale book production. So this has happened already in 1972. Some books, there was an ISKCON print, which was like the first books that were printed. That was like mainly small books. And then Srila Prabhupada, he printed the Bhagavad Gita first, um, a short version, an abridged version, a short version, on the Macmillan Company, which was a very famous book printing company. And then also in 1972, he had an unabridged, no edited out commentary of the Bhagavad Gita, also printed by Macmillan. But then after that, he really had a desire to not always have to negotiate with all these printing people. So he wanted to have the whole production of the books in his own hand. And then he became the founder of the BBT, Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. And this is like one of the first editions that were printed in their own house in the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. So it's a very nice book, very beautifully done, very nice pictures inside also. That was like one of the things Prabhupada did to spiritual books was to have all these kinds of very colorful illustrations in the books. There may be in this book, there may be pictures you never saw before, because it's like one of the first printings. So these pictures, maybe they were not repeated again. But Prabhupada wanted that the book should be very attractive, so that people, just by seeing the book, would think, oh, what is this? I am interested. This is something very attractive. So we can see throughout all of Prabhupada's books, they are made to the highest standard quality. They are beautiful paintings. They're beautiful, everything, the binding, first class. He wanted first class books, and he wanted that a lot should be printed of his books. So the Bhagavatam itself, there is a verse. We read it already last Sunday, but we can repeat it. It's very nice. So, Krishna svada mupagate dhamma jana dibisaha kalo nashta dusham esha puranako drinoditaha. Translation: This Bhagavad Purana is as brilliant as the sun, and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get light from this Purana. So this is a very deep concept, that Krishna, he has left the world, and that he leaves himself behind in the form of a book, so that people after Krishna has left can get enlightenment and get shelter and get knowledge from this transcendental book. So it's the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself in the form of a book. So he has come in the form of a book just to be sure that the souls within this world have a pathway back home, back to God, had a pathway to devotion to him. So today we were thinking that we have been giving out quite some Bhagavatam sets over the years, and we have many persons here. Maybe somebody already received the Bhagavatam set in the previous year, or so we would like to invite. I just spoke one verse which touched my heart very much. Maybe somebody else would like to speak a verse. Yes? You have a verse in this book, or you?
No, I have it in
you have it in your mind. Yes?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yes, in the beginning we were singing Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This verse is pointing on what we are doing while we are chanting this. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Shaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Charity. Auf Deutsch kann ich es übersetzen, aber maybe we have the English translator. Bevor man dieses Srimad Bhagavatam vorträgt, welches das wahre Mittel zum Sieg ist, sollte man Narayan, die höchste Persönlichkeit, die Persönlichkeit Gottes, Narayan Rishi, dem allerhöchsten menschlichen Wesen, und Mutter Saraswati, der Göttin des Lernens, und Srila Vyasadeva, dem Verfasser, seinen achtungsvollen ehrerbietigen Darbringen. Das beschreibt es noch ein bisschen mehr, das Om Namo Bhagavate, was wir vorher
Englisch?
gemacht haben.
Weiter?
In English, it's very difficult.
Okay.
Before we recite the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Nee, nicht den Vers, aber nur, was du weiter sprichst.
Was weiter sprichst?
Ja, okay.
Was habe ich gesagt?
Entschuldigung. Wichtig.
So the next one we also recite when you start, and sometimes this is Nasta Parishu, Dapishu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Bhagavati Tamashvati, Bhakti Bhavati Naristiki. Wenn man regelmäßig aus dem Bhagavatam hört und dann rein mit Weiden dient, wird alles, was für das Herz leidvoll ist, fast gänzlich vernichtet. Und liebevoller Dienst für den glorreichen Herrn, der mit transparenten Taten wieder gepriesen wird zu einer unwiderruflichen Tatsache. Das sind zwei Verse, die eigentlich essentiell sind für uns, bevor wir das Srimad Bhagavatam aufschlagen. Denn sie sind nicht einfach nur Verse, was im Srimad Bhagavatam steht. Es sind Dinge, die sich manifestieren werden in unserem Leben. Und diese zwei Verse beschreiben das. Diese Manifestationen, die sich abspielen werden in unserem Leben, wenn wir das Srimad Bhagavatam leben wollen, die Welt durch die Schriften sehen möchten. Ja, das war's. Maybe someone can translate in English, but
I have them
most of you can understand.
Was hast du? Srinvata war das erste? Nein.
No, 1, 2, 18.
18. Okay.
1, 2, 18.
Yeah. Nasta Payesu Abhatyasu. By regularly hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed, and loving devotional service unto the glorious Lord who is praised with transcendental songs is established as an irrevocable fact.
Yes, if we recite the verses in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Srimad Bhagavatam comes alive in our lives. It's not just we recite the mantra and then we go out again on the street. No, this mantra goes with us and our life will be formed by this mantra. If we follow the instructions of our gurus, this will happen. Yes. Srimad Bhagavatam will be alive for everyone who is reciting. Yes, it's not myth, it's practical erfahren. Was heißt erfahren? Experience. It's practical experience from everyone who lives this path. Yes.
Adishish, du hast einen Vers?
Das wäre ganz gut, weil ich wollte diesen Vers auch vortragen. Den kann ich dann gleich anknüpfen. Hare Krishna, liebe Devotees. Der letzte Satz in diesem Vers: Es wird zu einer unwiderruflichen Tatsache. Wer das Bhagavatam liest, Krishna selbst, ja, wie Srila Prabhupada nach Amerika gekommen ist, beziehungsweise das Bhagavatam übersetzt hat, ja, ist sein Wunsch, das zu übersetzen, durch die Kraft des Bhagavatam, durch die Verbindung, durch den Yoga, zu einer unwiderruflichen Tatsache geworden. Später,
soll ich übersetzen?
Ja.
If you perform devotional service, then devotional service will become an irrevocable fact in your heart.
Später, nachdem die Devotees das mal erst verdaut haben, ja, so das Bhagavatam ist das Bhagavatam, also ich musste das erstmal alles so verdauen und mehrere Male lesen, um langsam aber sicher die Barmherzigkeit Krishnas zu bekommen, wie er in der Bhagavad Gita erklärt, von mir kommt Wissen, Vergessen und Erinnerung.
So after we read that, we have to take time to digest the information and then we can, after reading and reading again, understand that from Krishna comes remembrance, forgetfulness and knowledge.
Später fingen die Devotees darüber an zu diskutieren, also dass man sowieso hat man über das Bhagavatam diskutiert, aber später kam ein sehr wesentlicher Aspekt dazu, nämlich the living Bhagavatam, das lebendige Bhagavatam. Also,
so later, after speaking and discussing about Srimad Bhagavatam, there became one aspect to that reading that I want to call it the living Srimad Bhagavatam.
und so, das stellt sich so dar, dass wenn man sich wirklich mit dem Bhagavatam beschäftigt, wenn man sich mit Krishna beschäftigt, wenn man chantet, wenn man bei ihm Zuflucht sucht, dann wird jetzt das Bhagavatam nicht wie Comics, ja, aber man fängt an, die Bilder zu sehen. Das ist nicht mehr so, man liest, wie man ein Buch liest, sondern man geht wirklich rein, es öffnet sich, es offenbart sich für uns. Und wie wir immer wieder hören, eine der Eigenschaften Krishnas ist immer fresh, immer frisch.
So one aspect of the Srimad Bhagavatam is that later, after some time, you will realize that all these informations, they actually become a little bit like pictures visible for us. So they become more lively. And was war der letzte Punkt?
Krishnas Eigenschaft, eine von Krishnas Eigenschaften ist immer frisch zu sein.
Krishna's one of his qualities is that he is ever fresh.
So, da das Bhagavatam nicht verschieden von Krishna ist, oder Bhagavad Gita, ja, ist es auch immer frisch.
Bhagavatam is not different from the Lord, therefore it's also ever fresh.
Viele, die es lesen, ich weiß nicht, wie oft ich jetzt die Bhagavad Gita gelesen habe, aber es ist immer wieder frisch. Ich denke immer neu. Also es ist immer wieder neu, was auf mich zukommt.
I don't remember how often I read Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So much every time I read it, it's always fresh.
Das wollte ich mit euch teilen.
Vielen, vielen Dank, Angepal.
Wer versteht denn kein Deutsch? Who's not understanding German?
Some.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to speak in English. I only want to share a small episode. It happens a few days ago. I was, it has to do with book distribution. Govinda, aufmerksam, jetzt geht's los. Ich war oben I was in Gulenberg at the village on the top of the hill here and wanted to watch a football play of where my son is playing football. So I went there and somehow, normally I go to a special place and sit there and look auf die Mathe. So but on this day I went straight, and total in the end I met a boy, he's 40 years, not boy, but and I know him. And I met him, and he met the devotees often on the street. He bought the Bhagavad Gita, he bought Srimad Bhagavatam, and he organized also a catering for us in an evangelical church in Wittlich. He called us, we have something there, you want to cook and bring us prasadam. So he's always in contact a long time. And he's a very nice one. He's himself vegetarian. He once went to, when he was a small boy, in a Schlachthof, was heißt Schlachthof? Slaughterhouse, and he wanted to make their practicum. And when he saw everything there, he was so traumatisiert. Ne? So he immediately became vegetarian, and his story made something out of him. And now he told me that there was in his village there was flood, the water came over and his whole flat was underwater. But he put all these holy books total up, also the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Gita, and nothing happened to these books. So he had the feeling this is really something has to do with his books. So he's and he's somehow because he met the devotees often, so he has some contact with Bhagavatam and all this, and I like it very much with him to meet and to speak about God, and he said, oh, so nice to meet you, because with no one I can speak about God, so, and it was a nice contact again, and so had the feeling Krishna sent me total. I was not looking football, I was always speaking with him about this. So, yeah, this is my sharing. Huh? Bücher verteilen.
Haribo.
So, dann sage ich mal meinen Lieblingsvers im Moment. So, speaking German or English? Hier ist die Übersetzung ins Deutsche. So, I can speak in English. So, there are many verses in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and one of my favorite verses is Akama Sarva Kamava Moksha Kama Udharati Tivrena Bhakti Yogina Yajita Purusham Param. So, Shukadev Goswami is speaking that verse to Parikshit. And we have to remember this is a special occasion because Parikshit is on the Ganges sitting, and he knows he has 7 days to live, and he will give up his body. So Shukadev Goswami, he said to Parikshit, you ask me, what is the best thing to do at that special time when you are going to die? And Shukadev Goswami is answering several things which we heard already, verses from the first canto. A little bit later, in the second canto, he tells Parikshit this verse, Akama Sarva Kamova. If you are free of material desires, Akama, or Sarva Kama, if you're full of material desires, or Moksha Kama, if you have desire for liberation. Tirena Bhakti Yogina, with a wise man, intelligent man, he must engage in Bhakti Yoga. Tirena Bhakti Yogina, Yajeta, with determination. Yajeta Purusham Param. He should worship Krishna, the Supreme Lord. So whatever we are, if we are maybe a teacher or an official, or we are businessmen, or we are workers, and whatever consciousness we have, under all kinds of circumstances, we should take shelter in Krishna, because Krishna loves everybody. Wherever we are, whatever desires we have. I once met, many years ago, a devotee who didn't visit the temple anymore. And I was asking, why are you not sometimes visiting the temple? And his answer was, in German, wer A sagt, muss auch B sagen. Who says A, he must also say B. This is saying in German. That meant, because I'm in Maya, I have so many material desires, so now I cannot visit the temple anymore. But this is a false logic. Krishna says, Akama sarva kamova. If you have no desires, or if you are full of desires, you should anyway worship the Supreme Lord Krishna. So I think this gives me, and I hope everybody, hope that Krishna loves everybody. In whatever situation we are, whatever situation, don't be shy, surrender to Krishna and go to Krishna. And He will accept your prayers.
Jai.
Vielleicht gibt es noch jemanden, der noch einen Lieblingsvers
Govinda
vortragen möchte.
Ich hätte noch einen, ja. Hast du einen von der Nationalität?
Hare Krishna. This is a verse from the first canto, second chapter, verse 6. Verse 6. Second chapter, first canto. Savaikum samparo dharmo yato bhaktir adokshade ahetuki apradihata yayatma suprasidati. This is Sutta Goswami answering on the questions of the sages in the forest of Naimisharanya. And the translation goes, the supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which man can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendental Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. So, why have I chosen this verse? Is because there's different topics here in this verse. The one is that it is about the supreme occupation, dharma. Dharma sometimes is also translated as the eternal activity or the sustaining activity for the spirit soul. So, the eternal thing, the Sanatan activity. So there's often people think, okay, I enjoy my life, I will do fruitive activities, then I can enjoy the fruits of what I was doing. But this is all just for some time, for the material body, a pleasure. But here is it said it's the eternal Dharma. And it's also said that it's for all humanity. It's not just for black, white, for Indian, for European, for American, whatever. No, it's for everyone. And it's about the transcendent Lord, about loving devotional service. So it's not just the question, sometimes we meet when we distribute books, people from several religions, no matter which religion especially, but they have a clear vision of what is God, and then they like very much to discuss about what is the right point of view regarding one's relation to God, or how to see God, how to name God, and this and that. And I made the experience that it is always a little bit a mental thing, a discussion forth and back between several religions. If God is maybe white, if God could be a blue God, a Krishna, a child even, and so on, and this and that. But here is it about the loving devotional service, and this is something that comes from the heart. It's something that brings us to another level, not just on the mental platform, but also on the level of the heart. So, and then a point is here, such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted. That is the word haituki, coarseness, and apradihata, unbroken. So when we are doing devotional service, or when we're practicing devotional service, we really have to keep it a little bit serious, and we should be in a condition where we do it unmotivated, so without any, desires. Please, dear Krishna, please, dear God, give me this, give me that. I want this, I want that, but without a motive, just like in a relationship between the love of a mother to its child, so to say. The child is not, the child is asking for this and that, and the mother is just trying to give. So also our relationship to Krishna should be in a giving mood. that was inspiring me. And so then this is that it's completely satisfying the self. So not just superficially or on the surface, so to say, like material joy. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it goes, sometimes it touches the heart a little bit, sometimes not. It's always up and down. But here is it said, no, it's completely satisfying the self. So not just the body, but the soul of us. So yeah, this inspires me. And I have also a story, a special story from Sankatan, because Narayana Mataji was telling one story already, but I can share this with you also. I had once the experience, we were distributing in Luzern, Switzerland, and I was on the street. I'm usually catching up one person after another, just as it comes, just as the flow goes, so to say. And some people, they inspiring me to approach them. Others, maybe I think, okay, let's see. This person was a person where I thought, okay, let's see, maybe this person is open. And then it turned out that 1 or 2 days before, he was thinking about maybe I should buy me some books from the Vedas. He was a little bit inspired already. He had some small books already, some Ishopanishad or some Bhagavad Gita, some little experience he had with this already. And then he was asking me, do you have the Srimad Bhagavatam set? I was just 1, 2 days before, I was thinking of, I want to go deeper, I want to have a Srimad Bhagavatam set. Fortunately, we had one in our Sankirtan venue, so I said to him, yeah, please, come with me, I can give you. And so, yeah, it was very inspiring. The first Srimad Bhagavatam set that I ever distributed directly on the street.
Haribo!
So amazing how rare it is to meet some in the world. We have a talk your Bhagavatam set. It is only possible by arrangement by the Lord. Not other way. Thank you.
So, now we would like to, or somebody else wants to speak? We can continue if somebody wants to speak. Bhagavatam verse, something? You want to speak? Kamalasita, you want to speak? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to switch to English, but now I need someone to give me a phone or a book or.
Which book?
No, let me just get my phone. My favorite Bhagavatam verse is 10:14:8, and it says, one moment please, I didn't think that I was going to have to speak. Okay, so then 10:14:8. Yeah, 14:8. Yeah. So it says, yes, but now I have to do it in German. But, nehmen wir das mal ab. Sorry. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. So I love this verse because we all know that in the material world, things don't always go as planned and we don't always get what we want. And sometimes you look at a situation and you think, oh, Krishna, what is this now? And sometimes we can't see how a situation is going to work out for the best of us. Sometimes something just seems like suffering, and but Krishna never breaks his promises. I mean, when he promises that you come back to him, then that will happen. So um, even if things get difficult in life, we can absolutely have full faith in Krishna's promise that if we just see it as a school of lessons, then at some stage we are going to graduate, and then we are going to graduate back to Goloka or wherever Krishna is, wherever he sent us. So I find it to be a very hopeful verse and a candle in a very dark time. So when something goes wrong in your life, just remember this verse. Just wait, and everything will be good again.
Hare Krishna. Hare. So, Srimad Bhagavatam famously has 18,000 verses. So, there will be a verse for everyone, really particular, where you really feel this verse really touches me, or maybe whole sections of the Bhagavatam which will touch you, especially. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there were two stories where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he would continue to say it again, say it again. So they would chant the whole pastimes of the Dhruva Maharaj, the whole pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj, who were both boys who were completely surrendered to Krishna. So every time the pastime had been told to him, but Chaitanya, his response was, say it again. So they had to start again from the beginning. And so this should be our mood. We have now devotees who are on this list. They're very fortunate. They are getting the Bhagavatam set. And Ram Gopal, you can take the first set, English Bhagavatam set. It's Ram Gopal, he has very kindly arranged for somebody to be a donor of a Bhagavatam. He is an anonymous person, but he is giving an English Bhagavatam set, and this goes to Sandeep. So please come and receive your Bhagavatam set. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah, English. Das ist die. Ja.
So, my dear, I bring you Krishna. So I heard by reading, Krishna become more alive. In few years, become very high. Also, I have one wish. Only one. Can I ask for that? Please read it.
So, Hare Krishna, English Bhagavatam set. Wonderful. Hare Krishna. I have 3 persons which are on this list who already picked up their sets, but I'm just going to read their names because they're very blessed, and all of them promised that they are first going to open the box today. So we have Neil from Bochum. He was gifted a Bhagavatam set in German language, and this was given by Ronald Eckert from Berlin. So he gave him a set, and Neil and his family got a Bhagavatam set. Haribol! And then there is Gorasundara from Ingolsheim. He got an English Bhagavatam set from Maxim Dekin. And this is a very special person because they are moving to Dubai. So one of the last things he did now here in Germany was to give a Bhagavatam set. And again, one set goes to Berlin, this goes to Ramdas. And this was donated on Radhastami by some Indian family who wished to be anonymous. So this was given to Ramdas in Berlin, and he got an English Bhagavatam set. And he came here with a him with the post. So he's opening the set today. So now I would like to see Yashodharani. She's not here. She's supposed to be here. You want to take it for Yashodharani? She wanted, or maybe we just take her in the end. So Irina, you will take for Irina. So we have Irina Natasha. She is you describe her. Young devotee. You describe her. She can translate.
Я буду говорить на русском. Харе Кришна всем. Спасибо большое. Это подарок был для моей подруги. Ее зовут Ирина. Она попала случайно в храм, тоже через одну мою подругу, и ее впечатлили Рада Мадан Мохан, впечатлили преданные, киртан, и она погрузилась в сознание Кришны стремительно.
This is a set from my friend Irina. She came to the temple by accident and she was so impressed and she immersed into everything, into kirtan, into temple life, like so intense. And she was really like impressed by Radha Mohan and she now is getting set.
Она говорит, что ее жизнь перевернулась, и первый приезд в храм это была жизнь до и жизнь после, и она сейчас смотрит фильмы, читает, и она будет счастлива получить Шримад Бхагаватам, я уверена, она его прочитает очень быстро. Спасибо большое.
So her life turned completely, and now she is reading a lot, listening, and also watching. And I'm sure that now she will read very fast the set of Srimad Bhagavatam because she is very inspired.
У нее маленький ребенок, она живет в земле Сар, ей тяжело приезжать постоянно, но мы всегда с ней на связи. Она будет очень благодарна. Я пришлю видео или фото отчет. Спасибо.
She lives in another Buddhist side and she has a small child, so for her it's difficult to travel, but she will be very grateful and I will share with you a video photo about her reaction.
Natasha, she will receive the set, and I have put in one extra book because she's also donating a Bhagavatam set, but she said she already has somebody else to give a book to. So she gets the Bhagavatam set, but she also gets an extra book because she already wants to give to somebody else also. So this is for Irina. This is a Bhagavatam set in Russian, and this is 26 books. They're very beautiful and they are very heavy. This one, yes. Yes. This is a full Russian set. And the special thing about the English set and about the Russian set is that this is the full Bhagavatam set going up to the 12th canto. So the next person, this is Damien and Bettina. So please come, and we have Vinuya. You are the giver. So, yeah, Damien, he has already been at the.
Ob ich da was sagen möchte?
Ja, kannst gerne was sagen. Wie fühlt man sich so als neue Bhagavatam-Besitzer?
Beschenkt.
So, now we have one Bhagavatam set in English is going to Varad. Varad, please come. And this Bhagavatam set is given by, these are all, there were many devotees who could not give the full donation of 250, but who gave smaller donation, 50 euros, 10 euros, 80 euros, like this. So all kind of different persons have collected together to give this set. And this happened like, we had this table on the festival day, and there people would approach and say, I would like to give something. So this has made up for a set for you. Hare Krishna, so he's getting an English Bhagavatam set. Hare Krishna. And then we need some boys, Murari and Vishnujan, but they're not here. I told him he should come. Yeah, please come in. And then we have Gavi, Hare Krishna, Gavi. She also gets an English Bhagavatam set, a full one. And because every year when we have this festival, the Golokadam temple is also giving a set away. So you get your set directly from Ramadan Mohan. So we still have an English Bhagavatam set for Yashodharani, who is not here at the moment, and for the two boys, they are not here. So that's more or less the end of the festival. We can offer candles and have a kirtan now, and then when they come, they will get their books. Ja, der kommt. Aber I told him he should be here. Okay, so there are two boys, they live here since 8 months or something, and they will have to share a set in Russian. And when Yashodharani comes, she has her own set. Yes. I don't know, I think we should just sing and offer candles, and when they come, they can have their sets. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.